Hello, beautiful ladies. Cookie, I can hear you talking about my driving and being on. So I'm doing coaching calls today. So I'm coaching in my personal world, but my business coach has started outsourcing some of her coaching clients to me, and a lot of them are in Australia. So this week we're pretty busy, and so that's happening, and she's bringing me on as a diva coach inside of her program, just like I'm bringing on coaches and experts inside of this program. So it's really awesome. I've been talking to lots of Aussie people, but anyway, I had a cancellation today, and as you all know, I'm in the dating world again, and so I'm practicing the stuff that I am preaching to you and keeping my finger on the pulse of what's going on out there so I can share more authentically, because I know many of you are wanting to date or looking to date. And so I'm going to give you some tips, but first I'm going to tell you what happened. So someone had there was a cancellation today, and there have been a couple of guys I've been chatting with on Bumble, and I gave them the first option: hey, are you available to meet for coffee, because I have babysitting because I'm working today and I had a cancellation. Well, neither of those were feeling jiggy, and so I was scrolling some more on Bumble, and this guy that I liked also liked me, and his profile said something about, hey, let's meet for coffee already. So I was just like, hey, guy's name, are you ready for that coffee? And he was like, I've been ready. Where have you been all my life? And so we had this little funny banter going back and forth, and I was like, no, I'm serious, I have a few hours. And he was like, I'm moving, I could do after 4. And I'm like, well, I'm booked with calls in Australia, so that won't work. And I was like, let's think. And he goes, okay, if you're okay with seeing me filthy because I'm moving for the first time, let's do it. And I'm like, while he was saying that, I was saying, look, I get bored with all these superficial conversations, and I don't end up meeting anyone. I'd rather pass early or get on with it, but not talk to a bunch of people and not meet them. So he was like, all right, come on, if you come this way, because I'm waiting on the movers, I'll buy you all the coffee you can get, and then I'll get you drinks next time, if there is a next time. And so I said, I sent him a little gif of someone double fisting, and I was like, this is me with coffee. And I was like, and will you also come my way if there is a next time? And he said, okay, if there's a next time, I'll come your way as well. So I said, all right, let's do this. So that was exciting to me because it was totally spontaneous, brand new person, barely knew him. Well, ended up that he's Egyptian, and he knew a lot of the places that I lived, and he's been here a long time, has his master's degree, and was a very interesting person. And it was so fun. I even told him, look, I'm spiritual, I'm not changing. I pray to Divine Mother and Divine Father. He was like, that's okay, I'm pretty open-minded and I don't ever expect change. And then he was like, since you said that, I'm going to tell you that I'm talking to 4 different people, and I don't expect you to stop talking to anybody. And if organically, we go from seeing each other once every 2 weeks to once a week to once a day, then obviously then it moves there. And I was like, me too. I'm talking to other people too, which is true. So anyway, it was really fun, and who knows, but wanted to first share that story and then give you a couple tips. So tip number 1 is you've got to cast a wide net. If you're wanting to date and you've got to make room for it now. You can't just meet Mr. Perfect and then make room. You've got to start making room, and whatever that room